Okay, g'day Ben, how are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
I am very good. We're here to react to a movie. Each week we see a movie at a screening and we react to it. And this week it was Those Who Wish Me Dead, which is the new Tyler Sheridan film starring Angelina Jolie. Tyler Sheridan is the guy that wrote Sicario 1 and 2, Hell or High Water,
Right.
directed Wind River, also directed other stuff I've forgotten.
Yeah. Who cares?
But
We're talking about this one.
He is, considered one of the best writers in Hollywood right now. And this is a shit movie.
I tell you what, when I first saw just a bit of the trailer with Angelina Jolie talking with the other, I don't know what they are, forest rangers or whatever they are about, you've got the bomb detail, you got to sit in the tower. And I'm like, isn't she a bit too old to be playing like the young rookie who's given the shit detail?
She's not a rookie. She's the pro. She's the one. She's the leader.
She's the pro from Dover, right?
And she's also... we're talking about it this way because someone forgot to turn up to the screening.
Yeah. I was so enthusiastic about watching this film, I put it in my phone. I just didn't add an alarm to the thing, and because in the past, it's every screening that we've been to, you've sent me a text on the day going, "Hey mate, just a reminder, doors open at 6."
Of course,
I'll
it's
see
my
you there.
fault.
And then this, and I was like, was there something on this week? Glenn will message me if there is. And I thought a couple of times, I was like, should I just message Glenn? I'm like, nah, he's pretty onto it. He'll message me.
I think there's an important message for both of us to take away from this one.
And until you messaged me at 6 going, yeah, I'll be upstairs. And I was like, well, I live about 30 minutes away from the Jam Factory if there's no traffic. I was like, oh, can I do it? And I looked down at myself, and I'm in my pajamas, in my tracky dacks. Going, no, there's no,
Mate,
not my pajamas.
You didn't miss much. This was I think the consensus is mostly that this was a pretty bad film.
Pretty bad film.
Look, Angelina Jolie plays the boss of the crew, whatever you want to call it, but she's
the crew boss.
the crew boss.
The pit boss.
But she's got, the summer prior, it's the cliffhanger thing where she's lost some lives and she's, tormented by, her failings, and she read the wind wrong and some young boys died in a fire previously. So now
they were probably going to grow up to be cunts anyway. Take it easy. Don't be so hard on yourself, Angelina. They were probably going to grow up to be arseholes.
So the next summer she's stationed on.
They could have been Hitler. They could have been the next Hitler. One of those boys. She could have done the world a favor.
She may have.
Look on the bright side. Don't be such a Debbie Downer.
So they put her in a watchtower for the next summer, just to sort of I don't know. You don't do that to people that are like, suffering from
post-traumatic stress or whatever.
But anyway,
let's put you up on an observation tower by yourself.
And what happens is she comes across a young boy who's frightened and covered in blood, and it turns out, this is no spoiler either, I think it's in the trailer, it's certainly the premise of the film. The boy and his father, the father was a forensic accountant who had uncovered some ugly truths about high-profile people, and the government send hitmen to take them out. And it's essentially just running from two hitmen through the forest. The hitmen light a fire to cover their tracks.
I mean, I've got to tell you.
Yeah.
It sounds fucking awesome.
Well, here's the thing. It should be awesome because not only does that sound awesome, the initial setup for the film introducing the fire team is something out of a Tony Scott film from the 80s, right? So they're all swigging beer, challenging each other to do stupid stunts, and Angelina
Jolie... It's one of those
Jolie...
stupd stunts, like they, put a string of toilet paper between your butt cheeks and then set the other end of the toilet paper on fire and then run through the long grass. So not only do you have to get to the other end and put the thing out before it burns your ass, but before it starts a massive forest fire.
Yes,
is that what? Excellent.
And Angelina Jolie,
I don't see where the bad part is.
She hops in the back of a pickup truck with a parachute on, and they fly down the highway, and she pulls the string, and off she goes. But it's got rock music as she's holding onto the truck, and it's. I mean that. I'm watching it going, I should be loving every moment of this. Like, I should be loving it.
Yeah.
And if this was in the 80s, it's like a Top Gun Days of Thunder kind of feel.
But instead you spent the whole time thinking about Angelina's possible osteoporosis.
But there's that.
It's like you're in your 50s now, Angelina.
Absolute,
not a good idea.
Like, she's supposed to be this, seasoned firefighter, yet she's a rake. She's like a stick. And, and she's got lots of nice makeup, very chiseled. And, like, there's no way you can fight a fire. Like, there is no plausible way that you can go into that fire and possibly save the day. That's why those kids died.
Too busy looking after number one.
But
I'll be with you in a second, fire. I've got to put the face on.
The saving grace is the kid. I've forgotten his name, but he's an Aussie actor. He was in the new Storm Boy remake.
Right.
He's fantastic. He's got real emotional chops. You know, he can really turn on the tears when he wants to in a good way. And he has one of the better lines in the film right towards the end where, you know, he just face to face just says to her, "You're too skinny." And I'm like, yep, everyone here's thinking the same thing. And but no, not a good film. Tyler Sheridan's a misfire from him.
Bit of a miss. Was it lost in the edit, or is it? Does it go beyond that?
I think it goes beyond that. I think it's lost in the script because that's the other thing too. The film just sort of it's like skipping stones. Like to get to one scene to another, there's nothing that really ties them together. It's sort of just the mismatch of ideas strung together. There's no context. You know, the pair of why do we care about these two people when we're not really given their story? We don't really know who they are other than they're a father and son. Introduced then his brother and his wife, and she's pregnant, and it's like, okay, but I still don't care about these characters.
Yeah.
The only backstory we have is a photo on the mantle that, okay, they know each other. We know that much. And it's pretty shocking. And Tyler Sheridan also wrote the new Without Remorse, the movie, which is from the Jack Ryan universe. It's on Netflix.
Right.
And I've not seen that yet, but
no, I haven't seen it.
But it's got the guy from Creed. What's his name? Can't remember his name.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, he's in it as one of the spin-off characters from the Jack Ryan universe.
Oh,
who,
okay.
in book form, has his own series.
Oh no, it's not the Liev Schreiber character from Sum of All Fears.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
I can't remember his name.
Neither can I. But the consensus on that is it's pretty awful as well in script form. So I think it's just two misfires.
It's like Tom Clancy's Op Center. never really took off.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing was I was talking to Jared about this, and he was saying that it feels so kind of weird in a good way to see Angelina Jolie back on the big screen, because it feels like it's been like a long time since we've seen her. And I was thinking, I bet you there's like a bank. There's like 4 or 5 movies that are going to seemingly come out one after the other, because there's no reason for her, like she would have been given anything she wanted to do, she'd be able to do.
Well, I can't remember what I said specifically, but in my review, I referenced something to it. It appears that she's gone for 10 years without a hit, needs something fast,
and this is
signed onto this. It's got a like a prestigious name to it with Sheridan, and look, it's other than Nicholas Hoult and Angelina Jolie, the entire cast is from Central Cast in Television Land. Like, it's just
right.
The husband from Medium plays the forensic accountant.
He's from Dawn of the Dead.
He is. I
like that guy. He's in a lot of stuff.
No, but they're all faces that you've seen in many direct-to-video movies, but mostly television. You know, like the cast is not the best. Nicholas Holt's okay, but once again,
he's also from TV.
What's he in television?
Skins? Isn't Nicholas Hoult from Skins?
No, he was About a Boy, and
yeah, but he was about a boy. But then that's his next big thing after About a Boy was Skins.
There you go, Television Land.
He was the star of Skins.
But and Fury Road,
and that's when he became hot.
Well, he's very hot in this one because
the
whole fucking movie's on fire and it's digital.
Is it like do you feel like when you went to Universal, the Universal theme park, and you went to the backdraft ride and you could feel the heat? It was like to come off the screen. Did you feel like taking off your jumper in the cinema?
I never got to that attraction. I went to Universal, but never went to the backdraft. But my brother's in the CFA, and I went to his graduation demonstration,
party,
and they light that fucker up. And I'll tell you what, that was hot.
What was I watching? I was watching what's that Andy Samberg cop show?
Brooklyn
911, and they go to their cop bar, their favorite cop bar, and the firefighters have taken it over, and they're trying to get Andre Braugher to do something about it. And he's like, let me guess, one of the firefighters turned out to be a pyromaniac and set their bar on fire. Like, yes, damn those cliches.
Because we had remember that TV show in Australia? Was it called Fire?
Yeah.
Which was
I remember that.
That was like a reworking of Backdraft, I think. Like, same.
But with Tony Goldsmith's boobies in every episode.
Was it Tony Martin, the serious actor in that? Was he in that?
I think so. In the first
he played
season,
the
it was
pyro.
different.
Didn't he play the pyro, the chief of the fire brigade that lit the fires?
I watched it with the volume off.
That was essentially like the plot line was like Backdraft.
Yeah.
In Backdraft, wasn't it De Niro that was the... No, Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland was the pyro.
No, it's Scott Glenn. Scott Glenn was a pyro.
I reckon it was Donald Sutherland. Because in part 2, Donald Sutherland's still in jail for his crimes.
I'm sure it's Scott Glenn is the
Fact
pyro.
check along the fucking bottom.
Check this out right there.
People are... If anyone's gotten this far into the video, they're going to be screaming at the screen. If they've gotten this far into the video.
You stupid bastards.
Have you seen Backdraft 2?
Electric Boogaloo? No. Plot. Let's have a look. Get to right to the end of the plot.
I don't like to edit these videos, but I might have to do a fast forward here. Anyway, if you're thinking of going to see Those Who Wish Me Dead, I can't stop you, but I gave it 1.5 out of 5 on my review for Screen Realm.
Yikes.
Yes. All right, still waiting.
Scott Glenn is Axe Adcox. Who's Swayzak?
We'll just let you know in the
JT Walsh. So JT Walsh is in it, so he's always a candidate for the bad guy. Yeah, no, it's Scott Glenn.
Okay. Where's Donald?
Donald Sutherland is in it, and he is like the thing. And there is some kind of subplot about it helping close down. Like he may have known about it.
He's a psychopath in the sequel.
Yeah, because he may have been like helping Scott Glenn do it, but Scott Glenn
was
right the pyro.
Because he practically gets an erection whenever he hears the word fire. He's in a wheelchair,
it's like
and
the
that's his
Paperboy.
Movement.
Is it like the Paperboy where he just sits there watching Nicole Kidman and without touching himself, like just ejaculates randomly in the film? And there's Donald Sutherland, like somebody's like they turn out like, can I have a cigarette?
That's like Jarrett watching Dolby Atmos. Sorry, Jarrett. He knows it's true. Oh, well, that's about it. Like, we've gone far too long for a film that you haven't seen.
Yep.
In other words, go back and listen to our podcast because that's more entertaining.
Yeah, sure.
Why'd they put you in a fire tower?
Well, I'm just lucky, I guess. I read the wind wrong. I should have gone to them.
Then you'd be dead too.
That's our job.
Hey! Stop! I'm not gonna hurt you.
I want to see where the blood's coming from.
It's not my blood.
You in trouble? Anyone else in trouble?
My dad said if anything happened, I should find someone I can trust. Are you someone I can trust?
We promise absolutes. Act accordingly.
Those men that came for your father. Did you see their faces?
That's them.
God's gonna cut you down.
Give me something else to worry about.
You can run on for a long time.
Listen,
Run on for a long time.
you're gonna run,
Run on for a long
and you're
time.
gonna keep running.
Sooner or later, gonna cut you down.
That eats everything in its path.
Down.
You really want to die for this kid?
Take a deep breath. Hold it. And lay back. What happens next?
You look it right in the eye.
Tell 'em that God's gonna cut you down. Tell 'em that God's gonna cut you down.